My next guest is not happy with the latest mandate. Tyler Hollinger is the owner of the Festival Cafe in New York City. Tyler, great to see you. When it comes to Mayor Bill de Blasio, he's saying that it's mandates that have kept the city open, yet we're still seeing Omicron spreading like wildfire here. The mandates actually don't seem to be helping. Your thoughts on how it is to try to conduct business in this environment? Everyone I speak to says it's almost impossible.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me on the show. Look, let's be clear about one thing. We opened in the pandemic. We opened September 1st of last year. We have not even known a world that was not a pandemic business operating situation, and we have pivoted every which way from Sunday. And yet again, the mayor instills another harsh penalty for small businesses.
Yeah, it's interesting because earlier in that press conference, the mayor said this, I'm going to quote him, "COVID is bad for humans, it's bad for our health, and it's bad for business," almost as if he's blaming everything that's happening on COVID specifically. But that's not exactly what's happening here, because as you say, restaurant owners are trying to, get through this. And unfortunately, we have lost Tyler there. So we're not going to be able to finish the conversation just at this moment. Tyler, you are there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Look, we've had cancellations every day since that announcement happened. No one is dying from this. The Omnicold is just sniffles, and the pandemic is spreading wide in this city, but yet everyone is panicking. New Year's Eve reservations are down, and reservations across the board are down. I'm just hopeful that we can ride out this winter and still be here to see spring.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I had reservations that I canceled as well. And part of the problem is all the testing, all the mandates. Other countries have said, listen, let the young, healthy people go out and battle the virus. That's the only way we're going to end this pandemic. The reason that I'm actually canceling reservations is because of all of the things I won't get to do because of quarantining and all the rules that are in place. That's the problem here.
Yeah, I mean, frankly, I'm really worried. I'm worried about the hospitality industry rebounding from this nonsense. What needs to happen is we need practical measures that are put in place to help bars and restaurants survive these down times. We need to make sales tax a fundable grant for bars and restaurants. They need to refund the RRF fund. And most importantly, people need to feel safe in getting back out there and giving us their business. All hospitality industries, their business.
What are your thoughts on the next few weeks? I mean, everything that we hear from doctors that we speak to on our air essentially is that we will follow in the likes of Europe. This will spike, and within 2 or 3 weeks, we'll see cases come down and life get back to normal. Will you be able to navigate that time period?
Yeah, it's clear that even if you are vaccinated, even if you are boosted, you can still get the Omicron and you can still spread it. It's obvious. And so people are apprehensive about getting the vaccine. I myself and all of our staff here are triple vaccinated. We have been from the start, and I am very pro-vaccine. But right now, it looks really bleak here in New York City.
Oh,
it looks bad. It looks really bad, and I just hope we can see spring.
I am sorry to hear that. I hope we can see spring too. All throughout this pandemic, I essentially have been saying we just have to get to that phase where New York City can get back on its feet again. And as long as Mayor de Blasio is here, that does not seem to be happening. Final word.
And the mayor is leaving office in 1 week. So what is the man doing? He's making laws, and he won't even be there to see them through.
Yeah, it's been difficult. It's been frustrating. We wish you well. We'll check in with you again. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for having me on the show.